Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. The trade deadline is only a few hours away, and while there haven't been a whole lot of deals so far yet this trade deadline, there are some that have already been made and some that could potentially be made, and we are here to take a look at how that might affect the NBA odds going forward here, especially against the spread. And one of the trades that have already been made that should really help a certain team is Tobias Harris, who was sent from the Orlando Magic to the Detroit Pistons in exchange for Ersan Ilyasova and Brandon Jennings. Now, the upgrade from Ilyasova to Harris is a lot. Harris is maybe a little bit less of a shooter. Definitely has a lot more versatility and skills on the defensive end than Ilyasova does. And Harris moving to the power forward in Detroit is going to be a very, very good matchup, I think, for them, along with Marcus Morris here, two very versatile forwards who can play either spot. I think it's going to really help the Pistons kind of four out, one in type of scenario, pick and roll as well. Harris can handle the ball. He can make his own shot. He can also shoot the ball. So I think it's going to be a very, very good thing for the Detroit Pistons, not only in the short term, but the long run as well. Could really help their ATS value going forward as well. Detroit looked like a very good team to start the season. If they can get back to that with Harris now in the fold instead of Ilyasova, I really like the Detroit Pistons as an ATS wager going forward. And the Magic obviously looking like they were just really ready to dump Tobias Harris, give a little bit more playing time to their young guys, Aaron Gordon and Mario Hezonja. Now, another big question for the trade deadline here so far is, will the Celtics make a big splash? They've been rumored and tied to about every big name asset available on the trade market right now, and whether or not they're going to pull the trigger, it remains to be seen. But Danny Ainge would be wise to let the price go down a little bit. There's no sense in sacrificing the future for a few months of a player like a Dwight Howard or an Al Horford or even a Pau Gasol here down the stretch run. All three of those guys could potentially or will become free agents at the during the summer. So no reason to mortgage the farm for a few months here of rental for a big man here for Danny Ainge. But if you can get the price lowered on some of these guys who will eventually walk from their current teams, I think that the Celtics could potentially make a move. And if they are able to do so without giving up too many of their assets or picks, this team is going to be once again in the discussion for the Eastern Conference Finals, along with the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So keep an eye on your Boston Celtics rumor mills here. They could potentially make a last-second deal that could bring in a superstar at the deadline. Now, the final really big question remains, I think, for this trade deadline is, will some of the top teams that make a move? In my eyes, there's only about four teams able to win the NBA championship right now. The three from the West, the Warriors, Spurs, and Thunder, and, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs have been rumored to be making a move more than the other three as well. There's a rumored Iman Shumpert and Timofey Mozgov for Kosta Koufos and Ben McLemore trade rumor going around right now. That would really help the Cavs offense, but hurt their defense a little bit more than I think anticipated. So I'm not sure if they're looking to make that deal as well. Those two guys from the Kings have also been tied in a Pau Gasol trade as well. So a lot of rumors flying around here the NBA the last couple hours of the trade deadline. Keep an eye on Twitter and, of course, all your other sites, including here at Sportsbook Review for all the latest news and updates. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.